I gave my husband an extremely dangerous allergic reaction by feeding my homemade banana bread to his mistress. And you know what? I'm not even sorry.
So you cheat on your wife with her best friend and she finds out, but not by snooping through your phone, not by, any of those screaming and dramatic shit, but by baking banana bread. I'm sorry, but this story is so iconic. So this woman's husband and her best friend thought that they were slick, sneaking around, doing backyard things, thinking that she wouldn't notice. What they didn't know is that she's smarter than both of them combined, and she knows how to bake. Banana bread. So let's watch the full story, the full video, and then we'll be right back to discuss it.
I gave my husband an extremely dangerous allergic reaction by feeding my homemade banana bread to his mistress. And you know what? I'm not even sorry. 2 weeks ago, I came home from work early. Now, I didn't bother to let my husband know because, to be honest, I didn't expect him home. I didn't expect anybody home. My plan was to have a bath, not tell anyone that I'd come home from work early, just relax for an hour, and then my husband would get home. What actually happened was I turned up home to find my husband and our friend in the kitchen, just laughing. Now, there wasn't too much to be suspicious about at first. They were both fully dressed. There was nothing untoward going on that I could see. And when I arrived, my friend's facial expression didn't change. She seemed very happy to see me. She threw her arms around me, cuddled me, and spent the next few hours talking to me. So everything seemed fine. It was only once she left that I kind of internally started to question how long she had been there and what were they laughing about. Because when I walked into the kitchen, I wasn't involved in the conversation. Nobody included me in the joke. We just started our own conversation. So it was playing on my mind a little bit. And then last week, my husband told me he needed to work late. This is not a regular occurrence. My husband never works late and doesn't really have the kind of job where you would need to work late. So it made no sense. I didn't question it. And then at the beginning of this week, my husband worked late. Again, I had my internal questions, but I said nothing. I need to reiterate that my husband's job is not the sort of job where you would need to work late. It's the kind of job where you finish at 5 o'clock and you forget about work. You don't need to think about it until you're there the next day. It's that kind of job, So he calls me yesterday about lunchtime to let me know that he needs to work late. And I said, okay. And I don't know what came over me, but I had a plan. I had a terrible, terrible plan. My husband is highly allergic to bananas. So I went and bought some bananas. I made banana bread. And then I let my friend know that I was going to be dropping some banana bread round. And she was happy. Of course, who doesn't want homemade banana bread other than my husband? There's no way that he's going to come home and have a reaction in our house. I was on my hands and knees scrubbing that kitchen. It was sparkling. There were no remnants of banana in that kitchen. So I drop the banana bread round to my friend's house. And I leave.
Guys, can we talk about the moment she saw both of them fully dressed and laughing like nothing is going on? But deep down, she knew that something was off. That's what I call intuition. That's the kind of internal questioning that every woman has done or experienced in their life at least once. Something like, I know something is off, but I can't really put a finger around it. And when your man who has never worked late suddenly becomes someone who starts requesting to work late or giving you excuses that he wants to work late, it's time to start baking, girl.
I get a call about 4 hours later. My husband had an extremely dangerous allergic reaction to bananas.
Now, this is the part where I almost stood up and clapped. She didn't make noise, she didn't scream, she didn't even talk too much. What did auntie do? She baked banana bread. She did what? She baked banana bread. It's the calmness for me. Like, it's the intelligence, it's the sense for me, it's the elegance for me. Like this kind of revenge that even angels in heaven will say, my sister, do it. Like there's something about giving people just enough rope to hang themselves. Like she didn't force him to eat the bread. She didn't send it to him. She sent it to her friend. And if he happened to be there, well, actions have consequences.
Make my way to the hospital. And when I get there, the doctor starts to question me on, his allergies, what we have in the house, this, that, the other. In front of my husband, I say, "Doctor, I don't know how this has happened. The only thing he's allergic to is bananas. And yes, I did make banana bread today, but I have completely blitzed our kitchen. And that aside, he's not even been home yet, doctor. You see, I made this banana bread for our friend and I dropped it round there earlier and then this is the point when I turn to look at my husband. And I say, and I have no idea how it could transfer from her to him. How could that happen?" It's safe to say that he knew exactly where I stood at that point. I didn't say another word. I turned on my heel and I left the room.
Now, another part that, stood out to me was when the doctor asked her, what's going on? Does he have any allergies? Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, "The only allergy I know my husband has is to banana, and there is no banana in my house. Although I baked banana bread and sent it to my friend's house." And she looked at him and she was like, I know that at that point, that man would have clocked that she knew what happened. No yelling, no drama, just letting the guilt choke on him more than the banana bread did.
And on my way out of the hospital, who walks in? We are literally walking directly towards each other. The friend. See, I'm not normally the revenge type of girl. I'm normally the cut you out of my life, I will never have a need to see you again kind of girl. But obviously, I was in a relationship with him, so it was quite important that I did get my revenge. But her, I had nothing to say. So as we're walking towards each other, she calls me. She calls me to get my attention, to say hello, and to ask how he's doing. I look at her, and I tell her he's allergic to bananas. I'm surprised you didn't know. In fact, you should probably clean your teeth and wash your hands before you go up to see him. Clearly they think I'm stupid. Clearly they think I would never catch on to what they were doing. But I did catch on. I nearly killed him.
This part stood out to me, where she saw her friend, walking towards her, and she wanted to ignore, but she's like, let me just talk to this one. You really don't matter. And she's like, he's allergic to bananas, so please, you might want to clean yourself before you go up to see him. Clock it, bitch. Clock it. Like, that was the final finisher. That useless friend wanted to, go to the hospital and form innocent. Not today, ma'am. Not today. Now, beyond the revenge, let's talk about the audacity. Like, cheating on your wife with her best friend is a disrespect for me. In fact, cheating on your wife, live with the friend or with not, is a disrespect for me. And for the friend, like, girl, why betray someone that can make your man choke? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Revenge might not solve everything, but I can't lie, this one was perfectly executed. The husband survived, nobody died, nobody went to jail, and everybody learns their lesson. And I bet you nobody in that sector will eat banana in this life again. So guys, what do you think about this video? Was the revenge justified, or did the woman go too far? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Please keep it respectful, because I've noticed that these days people are very, very disrespectful in my comment section. Please keep your comments disrespectful. My name is Benita. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I'd love in the world. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.